Hi everybody, so I've been away for a little bit because we got hit by a hurricane. Some of you might have heard in Alabama we got hit by one. This is our second one. I told all about it in my updates and announcement video that I just uploaded, so if you want to know more, go check that out. I have pictures too of damage. We didn't have power, we didn't have internet. Anyway, so that happened. And first off, I want to thank everybody that donated. I got 2 donations so far to my PayPal. And that link for my PayPal to donate will be below this video in the description box. It's also on the top of my page in the lower right hand corner. You just click that, it goes right to my PayPal. So I would appreciate it because I still need more donations because I feed the stray animals. And there's a cat that I named Magic. He's a black cat that comes around, and he was really super skinny, and now he's starting to get fat. And thanks to the 2 people that donated, I was able to get a big bag of dry food and a bunch of cans. But what I do with this, since the can is big, it's a can of Friskies, I give him 3/4 of it in the morning because I don't see him much later. But but to make him have a full belly throughout the day, I give him 3/4 of the can with about like a handful, not a full handful, but a handful of dry food on top. And he always has fresh water that I go fill throughout the day. If it's really hot, I put ice in it. I always make sure it's clean, fresh, and cool. And I even put a bed out there for him. One of the beds that my cats don't really use, and I covered it with like a garbage bag, and I put a little catnip with a toy in there. And this way, if it rains, it's covered. But I want to thank you to the 2 who donated, and you know who you are, because without you, that cat would have an empty belly and be hungry. And I felt really bad. I couldn't buy anything. I also got a jar of nuts for the squirrels. Now, I already had some bird food. Now, I already had some bird food, but it's really nice to go out there in the morning when I go out and fill up the bird feeder and see my birds eating, see the squirrels eating, and see the stray cat that I'm feeding eating, and knowing that I'm able to provide that for them because of you generous people out there. Money is really tight. I am no longer doing remodeling. I stopped that months ago. As you can see, there's been no real house remodeling vlogs. Reason being, it cost money to move and everything else. I don't live in a mansion. I live in a decent house and trying to fix it up. But we spent our savings that we had for the house. So now it's basically cosmetic stuff. We were hoping to do a lot more. Unfortunately, it's at a standstill. That's why this cover is covering boxes and totes, and I talk about that again in my updates and announcements. So I still do need more donations to always be able to feed the animals. I have enough cans of cat food to probably last for another week, and dry food to last probably for another 2 weeks. Or, and bird food probably just another week, and then like the peanuts for the squirrels, probably just another week of that too. So once that's done, I have 0 money right now. I'm not kidding. We have nothing because of the hurricane. We had to spend the extra that we were going to have for once on that. So if you can please donate, it would greatly appreciate it on, whatever amount you can. Again, my PayPal link will be below. I hate asking, but it's not for me, and I'll do anything for the animals. So that's why I did that. It's definitely not going to me. When I do jewelry tutorials, like I did a jewelry tutorial on this necklace you're looking at, I've already had all this stuff. Before I moved, still had the money. So I was able to go shop and get a lot of craft supplies, and that's why I was doing a lot of, DIY crafts and jewelry. So I still have the supplies. I haven't been able to go buy new stuff really, except for when I first moved here, and I got a few craft things from like Walmart. So unfortunately, that's the way it rolls. But every time you donate, it doesn't go to me. It doesn't go to anything but the animals. And I'm going to put a few pictures of the cat eating in here, and I'm going to show the cat, you know, the food that your donations helped. So here it is, and the cat loves eating. It's so cute because he's beginning to trust me now. And in the morning, he waits on the patio. Not really early, like I'll go out and I'll feed the birds and I'll feed the squirrels. I'll put fresh water in the bird fountain, and then the fresh water in the dish I leave out for the cat. And then once I'm done with that, I come in the house and then I feed my cats and make coffee. But then after my coffee and stuff, I keep checking to see if the cat I name Magic is out there. I'm still waiting for the other cat to trust me to even come over here. He's across the street and he looks, but he's not sure. But this cat loves it here. I finally, you know, about an hour after, you know, I've been up and stuff, he'll come by and I'll know because my cats are plastered to the door, and I'll peek out and he's just waiting for me either by the tree or on the patio. And when I go out, he no longer takes off and runs away. He will run off the patio and watch me. And then I feed it in front of him and then I leave. And then he comes automatically, eat it, finishes every, like I'm talking every bit of the dish is totally like clean. And then he looks like, thank you. And then we'll either hang out and drink water or play with the little bally I gave him or whatever. He just relaxes. Now we live in the country, so we got woods and people have giant backyards like we do. So he goes wherever, you know. So my main concern is having enough food for him. When I'm getting low, I worry. Just like my cats, I worry, can I feed them? I don't care about myself. I'll go without food. I'll just think of it as a diet. But for these animals, I hate to see them starve. So I want to say thank you for donating. And again, the link is below this video. If you would consider donating, I don't care if it's $2, $3, $5, $10. I mean, $25 actually gets me enough food to feed them for about 2 weeks. I don't go buy the really expensive food, but I don't buy really crappy cheap food because I don't want them to get sick. And so I get like Friskies, and you know, my cats have to get better quality food because they're older, and like Salem has sensitivity problems. Salem was sick. I was worried. I wasn't sure. If you see my community page, I often post on my community page. So if you don't check that, check that. And I was doing updates. I was really worried because I thought Salem had another UTI, and I just got over Rudy's UTI where I had to pay over $300 that I didn't have. And this time I really didn't have it, and I was panicking, but luckily I just made sure he had more water intake, and I cut off his dry food intake. And usually with Salem, he gets a mild one and then it goes away. He has to drink more water. But so that's the whole thing going on around here. I do plan on doing more videos. Halloween, I had no power, internet, no trick-or-treaters. We were blocked in by a tree. And I talk all about that in my updates and announcements. I just wanted to come on here and basically give a short update and say thank you for the donators that donated. And if you please, anyone out there, consider donating again. I really could use it to feed the animals. It goes strictly for the animals. Not a dime goes towards me. I just go to the store, pick up food. I take videos of their food that I got, and you don't know how much I greatly appreciate it. Normally I would never ask, and it's strictly for the animals. I would do anything for them. That's why I'm asking. So for those who donated, thank you very much. And for those who are thinking in the future, if you do, please and thank you. Okay, so keep a lookout for all my other videos, and you can check out my latest update and announcement. I'll see you in my videos. Bye.